Morning, 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 everybody. Papa J here from Papa J in the Garden. Coming back to take a look at the garden itself. We're going to do an update on the garden. This is part of our Thanksgiving growth. We're trying to grow things for our Thanksgiving meal. Right here in this bed, we have those cilantros that finally broke ground. And well, we'll see if they make it for our Thanksgiving meal or not. If there's enough and if they're big enough to actually use. Those things sometimes they grow really, really fast, and other times they do exactly what they're doing. Pop up and sit there. Here we still have our parsley, and here we have eggplant. This was supposed to be a Tai Long eggplant, but I don't think they sold me the right plant. I'm not a genius, but I don't think that's a Tai Long. Here we have more starts. Since I'm having such a hard time starting seeds, we have more starts that's going in the garden. Some of it's for the Thanksgiving meal, some of it's just things that we actually want here in the garden. Right here we have some sprouts that finally came up. Well, we'll see what they are. I don't remember. I didn't have my marker to write it down. And yeah, we'll see when they get bigger. Over here we have regular bok choy. This is the full size bok choy. And it's looking pretty good. It definitely should be ready for the Thanksgiving meal. Over here we have those three sisters that we've been looking at. We worked on those earlier today. There was another video that's already out about the three sisters and what we did to get them going even better. Don't think they'll be ready for the Thanksgiving meal, but hopefully it'll be big enough to look pretty for Halloween. Here in this bed, we have some, excuse me. Here in this bed, we have a little bit of turnip greens as well as a little bit of radishes. There's actually a few good sized radishes in there already, as well as if you look at the turnips, these are a white turnip and they're starting to bulb up, even though the tops aren't that big yet. So I'm really excited about that. I do believe they'll be ready for Thanksgiving meal. Goji berry, we'll talk about goji berry. Over here in this bed, we have butter crunch lettuce. And as you can see, it is getting ready to try to bolt. It's still a little bit too warm for it. I'm not disappointed. We did get some lettuce. We did get it to grow some. We're going to harvest it, use it, and put something else in its place. Here we have another thing of collard greens that we're going to set out, as well as some red romaine lettuce. Doing pretty good. This is just regular romaine lettuce. It's all looking really good. Thankfully, it's not trying to bolt yet. I know it was a little bit still warm for the lettuce, but we're going to try it anyway. Excuse me. Here we have the baby bok choy, baby pak choy. You know, if you follow the channel, you know that's something we actually use quite a bit in our smoothies. And over here, we have these big bad boys right here. That arugula. And at this size, it's really strong. You definitely will not forget that taste of the arugula if you taste it at that size right there. What you get in your salad mix is young, tender plants that are just getting started. They don't have time to get to that size and get the strength that that does. I really, really like the arugula, even though it's really strong. Here, this is the old sweet treat bed. Right now, while we're cleaning up, we set out a lot of our plants up here. This is going to be planted out for a Sweet Nick's herb bed. Hopefully in the next week or so, this will be planted out. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the little fella or not. We have a couple of cucamelons that we're trying to get to go up on this trellis here. Maybe a little late in the season for them. But even if it is, we'll let them do what they can do. Now, I'm always talking about the life in the soil in these beds. Some of these plants have been sitting up here for just a few days. Others have been sitting here for about a week, or about 2 weeks or so. So what I'm going to do is just move a couple pots around and see if we see any life this morning. It's a bit cool this morning. We may not see very much movement. All right, that's far as we're going to go. Normally we probably see several earthworms, some cockroaches, some centipedes, some of everything, but I'm not seeing it this early in the morning. I'm sure if I come out here later in the day and move those same pots, we will see that stuff. Well, since you're sitting here, we just potted them up into a larger pot. That's my red Java de Cava. Really, really excited for this fruit here to go ahead and do what it's going to do. I think I still got another couple years on it though. Over here, these black beauty eggplants, they've just been sitting around, and all of a sudden, it wants to start trying to make eggplants. I'm not mad at it. Once again, we have our Florida broadleaf mustard greens that we have here. Didn't quite sprout enough to start out, so I have some more right there that are sprouting to fill this bed out. This will be ready for our Thanksgiving meal, as well as that eggplant there. Over here in this bed, these couple little broadleaf mustards are just something left over from last year. They sprouted back up. Haven't cleared the bed to use yet, so we left it there. Also have different tomato starts in here. Most of these are just cherry tomatoes, something that we can grow and grow quickly. It does not take a long time for them to make a lot of tomatoes. Now over here in this bed, we switched it up a little bit because last year this bed right here, this was the cabbage patch. I decided not to put the cabbage back in because I put in Swiss chard right here on this part of it. Yes, I really like Swiss chard. Really like it in my salads. I like it cooked and a mixture of greens. But sometimes if I come out and I don't have enough of one green, I'll take 2 or 3 different types of green. Mix them rascals together and eat them just the same. Now, over here in this bed, this is pretty much what we're making the cabbage patch this year. At least the first part of this season going to be the cabbage patch. You see there's a couple little squash plants. I just needed somewhere to stick them. This part was clear, so I just stuck them here. No intentions on them staying. If you see all the little sprouts that are coming up, all those little sprouts are the baby pak choi. All those are from seeds that we harvested here in the yard. And we will be showing you how to harvest seeds just in case you don't know. Because regardless if you're paying a quarter for a pack of seeds or if you're paying $4 and $5 for a pack of seeds, which I pay that whole range, that's why I'm saying it. It is very expensive. And once we start saving seed here, you'll realize why I say it's very expensive to purchase seeds. I'm not saying don't purchase seed. I'm saying that when you can, you save your own seeds. Because your seeds will definitely grow probably better than the ones you're purchasing. Because your seed in your climate already has information that it needs to grow. You might not know where the seed is coming from that you're purchasing. Okay, right here is 2 different types of cabbages. I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick it up. It's pretty bright out here today. But if you look at the leaf on this cabbage, as well as the leaf on this cabbage, there's definitely a difference in the leaves. But the problem is, we got that one there, that one there, that one there. And the one that's supposed to be here, well, there he is right there. We're not gonna worry about him though. We're gonna let him do his thing. Let me take you around to the other side, because I think I see something I'm a little bit happy about. Yes, 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 yes. Here we have start for peas. That right there is a sweet pea start. There's a few more. So now that they actually came up, I've been having real trouble sprouting seeds. Now that these are starting to come up, sugar snap is what they actually call, even though it's just a sweet pea, sugar snap. I'm going to come back and add another 2 packs of seeds on this one trellis. These things are sown really close together. Some of the seeds are actually touching each other, but I want a lot of peas coming up on that trellis right there. For me, that's prime real estate to make the most of it. All right, folks. Thank you for joining me. That is the end of the update. And I want to just take the time to remind you, remember, take your time and grow something.